The biochemist Erwin Chargaff was born on August 11, 1905, and he died on June 20, 2002. Chargaff created two rules. The first rule strongly hinted to the base pairing rule. The second rule was that the composition of DNA varies from one species to another, in particular in the relative amounts of A, G, T, and C bases. Chargaff was upset after Crick, Watson, and Wilkins received the 1962 Nobel Prize for their work of discovering the double helix of DNA, so he gave up science. However, he got the Pasteur Medal in 1949 and the National Medal of Science in 1974. Here is a poem about Chargaff. First came Erwin Chargaff, who created two rules. He discovered base pairing using all of his tools. He tries and tries, but the others won the Nobel Prize. Chargaff didn't take this so well. You could tell he wanted to yell. He soon gave up most of his studies and lived the rest of his days with his buddies.
Franklin and Wilkins helped us understand DNA's working. They both worked and studied at King's College in London. Franklin died of cancer at the age of 37, so they awarded the Nobel Prize to a colleague, Wilkins. Now a poem on Franklin and Wilkins. Franklin and Wilkins helped start it all. In times of trouble, they did not fall. They helped us figure out how DNA works, and it came with several perks. Franklin died young of cancer, but that's okay because they found the answer.
Francis Crick was born on June 8, 1916, and died on July 28, 2004. James Watson was born on April 6, 1928. Watson and Crick used their knowledge to discover that the shape of DNA was a double helix and concluded in 1953 that it was a 3D double helix. They received the Nobel Prize in 1962 for their brilliant discoveries.
And now a poem on Watson and Crick. Watson and Crick were an odd pair. They discovered something completely rare. They uncovered the shape of DNA and left people with nothing to say. A double helix is what they found, and soon enough they would be Nobel Prize bound. A double helix is the structure of DNA. Most DNA molecules are double-stranded helices consisting of nucleotides. Each nucleotide is made up of a nucleobase, which is G, A, T, and C. Also, there is a backbone made of alternating sugars and phosphate groups with the nucleobases attached to the sugars.
The base pairing rule is A equals T and C equals G. If you know the sequence of nucleotides on one strand of DNA, you can easily find the sequence on the opposite side.
The sugar-phosphate backbone forms the structural framework of nucleic acids. It includes DNA and RNA, and it's composed of alternating sugar and phosphate groups.
DNA is very important to us as humans. DNA is responsible for the transfer of hereditary information, plays a big role in the production of proteins, and DNA is essential to life. It exists in every human and every living organism. It also stores our information which we have inherited from our parents.